So today we a bit of an update on the old cruiser, and now Dad's done a fair bit of work lately. All the fronts in, all the intercoolers all plumbed up. You can see our pipe running in there. It's all been powder coated, so our rails, the actual radiator supports down here, they're all been powder coated. He's put the shroud on the side because this has a thermo fan. These engines factory have a thermo fan in the front. So, and that one's done as well. And then there's our intercooler pipe that runs in there. And he's gone ahead and cleaned all the wiring up, so you can see he's wrapped it all in that, I don't even know what you call it. So now all the guards are free. Battery's all in and it's all wired in. We did have to, well, Dad cut the body here and put, this is out of the factory BMW, this firewall cover, and that's all plumbed in there, which looks good. And in the cab we've got the throttle in and all working, the brakes are all working, and we just found that nice lovely rust hole there. We've got the shifter in, all mounting, and that works too. And he did pull the floor plate off because he's still doing a bit of wiring, but that's ready to go back on. He finished all the exhaust, so it's a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust, which I'll jump under the car and show you now. So there we have the exhaust, and it drops out the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. But we got our water fuel separator here, and we got our fuel pumps up here. All our hard fuel lines all been ran. Everything's painted up. We got our brace in, and that's all been welded in. It's all been painted. We got our rear tail shaft in. So it's all pretty much ready to go. And there's our exhaust there. It dumps just out the back. When we had the 2H turbo in this, it did used to dump straight here, and that's what we sort of wanted, but we thought it might be a little bit louder with this engine in, but so that's why we ran it out the back. But that actually looked pretty neat and almost near enough factory, I reckon. Because when it had the factory 3F in it, it used to dump just out the back there. So, and from back here you can't even really see the exhaust, so we're pretty happy with that. So we're going to be doing the first start today. It doesn't have the radiator in it because we're going to get this one all redone, because back, I think it was the 2H, an engine mount broke and the fan went through the radiator here. So Dad just silver soldered the ends up, and we kept driving it for, would have been a year or so, and then that's when we pulled that motor out and went the 3F, and it didn't leak, so we just left it in there till we got rid of that motor, and then it sat down the farm, so it never got fixed. So we got our power steering cooler, which is, this is factory BMW. This is our auto cooler, which I think that's just what Dad had lying around. And then obviously we got our eBay special. I actually originally bought this for my Vitara back when it had the petrol motor in it, because I was going to turbo that before I went the turbo diesel in that. So it's all pretty much ready to go. We've just finished topping up the power steering fluid for when we start it, and all it really needs now to drive is the radiator in, plumb up the radiator hoses, which the factory beam one's right here, and I'm pretty sure the bottom one is all there ready to go. It's somewhere anyway. But before we get into mucking around trying to start it, if anyone has a good rust-free cab that they're selling or have lying around, like, message me, because this one is just a bit far gone. Like, it's all rust in there. It actually has rust in the bottom of these tail lights. And like I showed you on the other side where the accelerator pedal, this is actually all rusted here. So we're looking for a new cab. Whoops. Alright. I'm just going to use this siphon. Litres of diesel in.
As soon as the fuel starts coming out, yell out.
Yeah.
Because it might pop the hose off up there.
Okay. Great, spray me. You ready? I'll start blowing. Got nothing yet. A little bit of fuel, but
ooh, that's a good sign.
Maybe we just air pocketed in there. I'll try blowing air down it now.
It won't, because we need power to the pump to get it through the pump.
You
may not need any more air if it's...
I didn't think you'd need air with an electric pump.
Well, you've got to get...
I suppose you've got to bleed it up to the pump. Yeah. Still got nothing. Still got nothing. Still got nothing. Pump's gone off. Read what the little arrow says on the side of it.
Oh, you got a torch there?
Yep.
I don't know if you can see it now that I've got it.
I was looking at it before.
Oh.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, it's the right way. Oh, unless I've got the power and the thing the wrong way about. Because with Toyota, white, black is earth. I wonder if this is the other way around. Bet you it is.
Could you unpin them alright?
Yep. It's because it's Bosch. The BMW stuff's hard to unpin.
So we had a little bit of problem bleeding up the fuel. The wires were backwards on the fuel pump, so that's all fixed now. So it should bleed up. No worries now.
No, you won't get too excited.
I am excited. So this should just piss fuel out then?
We hope so.
Alright, well, hopefully I don't get...
Don't put air in for a minute. Just...
Yeah, I'll wait and see if that fuel bowl fills up. Yeah, that's better. It's filling up now. Hang on, I think you're filling up my bucket. Yeah, you are. We'll probably just have to crank it over when it starts and then just check that power steering fluid.
Yeah.
I did top it up before.
I don't know if the fuel pump's going to come on now, but it should.
Hang on. Out of all the batteries we got here.
Well, you put it on the flattest one. I should check for injection pulse.
There you go.
Okay, so it should start.
Load it up. Keep going.
Vibrates a lot in here. It'll be that exhaust, that mount we've got up there.
Oh, the power steering works good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. It's got an auto stick. Hey?
Vibrates heaps out here. It'll be those engine mounts on the back of the gearbox.
You might have to get some rubber ones.
They are rubber.
Some hydraulic ones.
Yeah.
I like how snappy that is on the throttle.
I reckon it's laggy.
You reckon? No crappy 2H anymore.
No. I like how it starts at winds instead of
Yeah, and you don't have to glow it like the old 2H and sit there for half an hour while it started.
like the old Vitara.
Yeah, you got to glow my bloody indirect crapper. Oh, it moves under its own power.
Finally. After what? 3 years?
3? I thought it was 4.
2018.
It's not that full.
Here we go. The 8th of February, 18. So that's 3.5 years. Oh, close enough to 3.5 years.
Oh, we're both close enough then.
That's the first time it's been driven.
Oh, I said I was going to drive it the first time. I'm driving it on the road the first time.
Crap.
Because you drove the 2H. Remember that? You drove the 2H around the block the first time when we put that in.
You drove your Vitara the first time. I'm driving my Cruiser.
Crap. I shotgun. You can't go back on a shotgun.
I can. I'll just do it when you're not here.
Yeah, that'd be right. You're going to get a new one of those?
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's sitting there.
Oh, that went pretty smooth. The only problem is the fuel pump doesn't stay on. So
Yeah.
we'll have to...
There's only one wire from a plug to the computer. If not, the computer shouldn't be crooked.
But at least it fired up.
Yeah, I know.
It always
That's
sort of...
what I said. If that's the only problem I've got, done pretty good.
Hang on, we got to get the cover on. That'll just make it look that much better. Where's the cover?
In the back.
Oh, yeah. In the back with all the mess. Jesus. There it is. Oh, oh.
I've still got to code that last injector. Actually,
Hang on, this will just set it off.
photo of the... Could have bolted on if I had the...
How good does that look? A BMW motor in a cruiser. It looks good like that. Especially when we had that 2H and it had those stupid pipes that went over and crossed over. It looks heaps neater now too.
Just the engine bay looks empty actually.
It look a bit better once the...
Yeah, once it's got a radiator.
Yeah. What's that boost sensor, is it, that goes in there?
Well, temperature sensor, air intake temperature sensor, and I've moved that down underneath.
Oh, so you still got that working?
Yeah, I need it for the common rail.
Oh, okay.
I've just got to make a short lead for it.
Yep.
I'll do the servo.
Yep.
And then I'll just put a plug down if we ever want to check boost pressure, that's where we can check it.
Sweet. Oh, in the next one we might be able to go for a drive.
Yep.
Go around and see how it goes. And this is stock tune as well. We haven't remapped anything. Oh, it moves under its own power. That's pretty exciting. So like I said a minute ago, in the next one we'll take it around the block and see how she goes. It does sound pretty good. I suppose there's only two issues then, the fuel pump and...
Well, it's not an issue, the transmission thing, but I might...
It just vibrates the shit out of everything. But that, you could just put almost...
I can probably get those insulator blocks and use them rather than the big mounts that are on there.
Yeah.
Like that F100.
Oh, yeah, they had really rubbery things on them.
Yeah. Because I've got to try and keep the position the same.
Oh, that's probably going to do it for today's video. So like I said before, if you got a cab that's rust free, a 75 series, even in later one, I'm not sure if a later one bolts on, but I'm looking for a full cab rust free and preferably white if someone out there has one. So I'll leave a link down the bottom for my Instagram if you got a cab. So anyway, thanks for watching.